Hi, my name is Sarah, and I bought an Armstrong Steel building. Well, we live in Seattle, but we're moving down to Longview, Washington, and I'm a ceramic artist, a potter.
I'm a woodworker turned software engineer.
I designed it and then Steve fixed it. This will be a multi-purpose art studio space. It's 68 by 30. Interior dimensions are 50 by 30.
And it's 12 feet tall on the walls and 17 feet tall at the peak.
I thought it would be simpler for us to put together than a stick-built building.
Mm-hmm. We also wanted to get a lot of open space between the columns. And we could have put together a stick-built building, but those trusses would have been too much for us to handle. So,
yeah. Oh, very quickly on the sales side.
Yeah.
Engineering took longer, but that's how it works. We worked with a salesperson who helped us put together all of the style that we were looking for. And then once we had committed, we moved to a designer who helped us nail down the specifics. And then it went to engineering, and then they brought us our building. I think we felt like we were in control of the project. I mean, there are things that are outside of our control, structural questions and stuff like that, but definitely felt like we had all the options.
We wanted to get a lot of windows, and so getting the window and door placements all done right was really important. So the designer helped us make sure that the building could be engineered properly and spaces that we needed. Yeah, erecting the building was pretty straightforward. I mean, having all of the parts labeled, all the big members labeled, makes it really easy to find stuff.
Building definitely seems like it will last forever. Friends of mine who live down in town have come up and they are very impressed, mostly impressed that we put it together ourselves. We were a little concerned, especially because the directions all say not to let it get wet, not to let it sit in the weather. So we tried to have everything covered in tarps, ended up having to put some of it in our field and cover it with tarps. But now that we're putting it together, we haven't really noticed spiders.
No, really.
Lots of spiders. No delays. No, it actually arrived earlier than I wanted it to.
We rented a telehandler, and that's fun to drive around, and it makes it all pretty good. It's a little intimidating when you're hoisting 1,000 pounds up. Once the pieces are up, it's all locked in, and
the lifting straps are invaluable.
Yeah.
We didn't really understand what we would use those for until we started using them, and it makes a huge difference with the telehandler.
5 of us putting this together, and nobody who was working on this building was under 40 years old. So
I think once we understood how the pieces went together, it was pretty straightforward.
I would say permitting takes longer than you think.
Yeah.
So get that going as soon as you can. You only need the telehandler for a week, and everything else can just go by hand.
I've just learned so much from the process of building it, how to read plans, but never had to build a building from scratch before, and I feel like I've learned a ton. And
for me, I like reading through all the blueprints and just getting to understand the process. I ended up putting together a 3D model of the building based off of the blueprints so that we could walk inside and see where we're gonna park things and where we're gonna put tables and stuff. It was fun to design it and then to see it come together and just walk through.
Thank you, Armstrong Steel.
Thank you, Armstrong Steel.